All right, congratulations. You want to start a LLC in West Virginia. I'm going to walk you through the steps of exactly how you do that. Now, first, the disclaimer. I am doing this for educational purposes only. I'm not actually going to register a business in West Virginia because I don't have a business to register. So I'm just going to be putting educational information in this document. I'm not going to submit it, but I will walk you through and answer all the common questions people have while starting their LLC. The first thing you have to do is you have to set up an account with West Virginia. It's really easy. In fact, I put the link down below in the description. Just click on that. It'll take you to the registration page. You fill all that information out, you hit submit, and then it's going to bring you to this page. All right, now that you've created your profile, you're going to come to this section. So it looks like this. If you go to the home, we're going to go to register a business, and we're going to select here, Secretary of State only business registration. So click that. And this is just letting you know that the Secretary of State is going to have all this information. It's also going to be public information. So you click that box and hit continue. And here's where you're going to put your business name. So you put your business name, make sure you include LLC on there. This section is going to ask you if it is for profit or nonprofit. Definitely for profit. Now this section is asking you what is the type of service you're going to have, or I'm sorry, the type of business you're going to have. So if it's going to be a service, retail, wholesale, whatever it is. So select whatever is closest to what you're going to be doing. I'm going to do service and hit continue. And these are just going to give you some subcategories of the different types of services it could be or types of businesses it could be. So just select the one that's closest to what you're going to be doing. Now in this section, it's asking you where you're going to be forming this, and we're forming this in West Virginia. Then you will hit continue. Now this section is asking you what type of business we're creating, and we're doing the limited liability company. So click on that and hit continue. All right, now for this section, it is asking you for the management type. You can put member managed, and that you are not obligated to any of the debts of that company, and an at-will company for an indefinite period, and then hit continue. This section is asking you if you are going to be a professional in any way, as far as like accountant or lawyer or something like that. You're going to hit no, then continue. And this section just asks you to describe kind of the purpose of your business. So what are you going to be doing or selling as a business? So put that in there and then hit continue. So this section is asking you if you have any trade names for your business that is different from your actual business name. I'm going to assume no. So I've never selected that before. So I'm going to put no, only the legal name will be used, then hit continue. All right. Now this is going to be the principal office of or the address of your principal office. So wherever your business is going to be located, that's where you're going to put this. So a lot of people do this from home. So you can put your home address. You can, if you already have an office or like a warehouse set up somewhere else, you can use that. So you'll fill out all of this information, and then we'll go to the next section. All right. Now for the physical office address, you'll just put the same information in again. LLCs, you're just constantly putting in your name and address. Fill this out, and then we'll go to the next page. All right. Again, this next section is going to ask for your mailing address, wherever you want the mail sent. So you can put that there. So just fill all this out, and then we'll go to the next page. I'm assuming it's going to be the same address for all of this. So put your information in here, and then we'll go to the next page. All right. So this section threw me off the first time I started an LLC. It's the agent of process address. A lot of times it's called the registered agent. And essentially all that person is the agent of process address is going to be you. The state wants to know where it's going to send any legal documents, any filings, anything like that. They want to know specifically who is responsible for receiving those documents. So it's going to be you. So you're going to put your name and your address in there again. Now this section is the incorporator / organizer. Just so you're going to put in all your information in here. You're going to put your name and address again. So fill this out and we'll go to the next page. Now this section is if you have someone else that you're doing this with, you can put their information in here. I'm assuming you're doing this solo, so you can just hit continue. And the member management information, you're going to add record. And so you're going to click this and fill out that section. And I'm going to you can take a wild guess. So let's hit add. And you guessed right. You're going to put in your name and address again. So do that, and then we'll continue. All right, now that you have that, it's going to show your member manager name, and then you're going to hit continue. This is going to ask you what do you want for the effective date. I always do the date that it's filed. So click on that and hit continue. And it's going to ask you, apparently there's a lot of scrap metal businesses in West Virginia. So you're going to put no, unless I guess that is what you're doing, but I'm assuming most of you, it is no. So hit no and then continue. This next section is for veteran owned businesses, and you will be, I believe you get a waiver for the the fee creating a business. So that's really cool. So thank you for your service if you're a veteran. And then if you're, I am not, so I'm going to hit no and then continue. And then it's going to ask you if you want to be contacted by the Small Business Development Center. I'm going to put no and hit continue. And it looks like West Virginia has a Young Entrepreneurs Act waiver. So probably if you're a certain age, you can get either a discount on this fee or it's free to file your business. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I am definitely not old enough. I am too old to get that waiver. So I'm going to hit no and then continue. It's going to ask you if you have more than one business in West Virginia. I'm just going to put no. I'm not going to submit this, so none of this information really matters. And then will the business purpose include any business activities conducted as a litigation financier? And it's going to be no. All right, this next section is just saying that all the information that you put in was correct. Make sure you double checked everything. I'm not going to go past this step because I've been doing this just for educational purposes. So I am not going to fill this section out, but you can fill out this section and then you'll hit review registration. It'll take you to all of the information that you have input. Double and triple check all of that. The reason being is if you submit this and you need to change something later, it's going to cost you money. It's usually between $25 and $50 just to go change something in this registration. So just make sure that you've done it all correctly. Once you have reviewed that and say, yep, everything looks good, it'll take you to your payment page. The payment page is just going to be putting in your credit card information. And then once you have done that, you'll submit it to the state. They'll send you an email letting you know that they've received your submission. And then depending on the state, it takes between 3 to 7 business days to process your filing. Once it's been processed, you are going to receive a confirmation email, and then you will have access to your articles of incorporation. And your articles of incorporation are really important because you need to have those in order to get your EIN. Once you have your EIN or your employer identification number, which is essentially your social security number for your business, you need your EIN in order to get a business bank account, to hire employees, to file your taxes, to get insurance for your company. It's really important to have that. Now, there are some companies that'll charge you $100, $200 to get your EIN for you to do that whole process. That's absolutely insane. It's really, really easy. And not only that, but getting your EIN, there's no fee associated with that. It's completely free. Click on the link below and it's going to take you to our website that has a video of step-by-step instructions on how to set up your EIN. We also have a business starter pack that has all the documents you'll need in your first year of business. It has an operating agreement that is completely customizable, and you'll need an operating agreement along with your EIN to open up a business bank account. We also provide non-compete agreements, non-disclosure agreements, non-disparagement agreements, documents that right now you probably don't realize that you need, but you definitely will. We have over 30 documents that I have curated over the past 15 years of running multiple successful companies. I honestly wish I would have had this starter pack when I started my first LLC. It would have saved me months and months of time and headache, not to mention probably thousands of dollars. And the nice thing about this is a one-time purchase, and you have all of these customizable documents for life. Other companies make you pay an annual fee to have access to your documents. We also have a community of entrepreneurs that will answer all of your questions while establishing and growing your business. Questions like, how do I hire an employee? What paperwork do I need to have that new employee fill out? How do I fire employees? How do I protect my company from legal liabilities? How do I deal with angry customers? How do I deal with angry employees? What do I do if I get a bad review from a customer? How do I get to the top of Google search results for my company? How do I create a website? What is the most effective way to advertise through social media? We have answers for all of these questions. Go check out our business starter pack. It will be one of the best decisions you make as a new business owner. Listen, save yourself from all the mistakes that I made while I was starting my first business. Click on the link below and let's get your business growing.